Welcome to the world of the Excel. This is the basic part of Excel learning program. This part is based on Microsoft Office Professional Plus 2016, and the version of this can be verified from here. This is the Microsoft Office Professional Plus 2016. The Excel has been divided into the rows and the columns. So whatever you can see on the left hand side is numbered as 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. These are the rows. The total number of rows are 1,048,576, and whereas the column has been numbered as A, B, C, D up to the last number of the column is XFT. So in this way, the total number of the column are 16,384, and the total number of rows are 1,048,576. If you multiply 1 million by 16,000, is equivalent to 17 trillion number of cells in the Excels. So this is the total available space in one sheet of Microsoft Excel work. In order to jump from one cell to another cell of workbook, we can use mouse. However, arrow keys can be used as well to move from one cell to another cell, but these arrow keys can be used to move into the adjacent cell from left to right or from up to down. These arrow keys, keyboard arrow keys, can be used to move. However, other keys like page up and page down can also be used to move within the sheet, but this sheet this movement can be for the full page. For example, if we press the page down, it will go to 42, and if we press page up, it will go again to the 28. The data entered into Excel sheet is stored in a cell, and the address of that cell can be found from the name box or from the intersection of column and the row. The data entered into the sheet are the two types, alphabetic and the numeric. The alphabetic data like ABC or left aligned, and the numeric data are the right aligned data. Quick navigation can be done with the help of control key and by pressing down up and down arrow keys of the keyboard. By holding down the control key and pressing down arrow key, we can jump from alpha 1 to alpha 2, and at the same time by holding down the control key and at the same time right arrow key, we can jump into the alpha 4 position, and in the same way by holding down the control key and up arrow key, we can jump to the alpha 3 position. In the same way, by holding down the control key and the left arrow key, the cursor can be moved to the alpha 1 back to the alpha 1. So this quick navigation can be achieved only for the non-blank cells. So from non-blank cells, this navigation is only possible. Maximum number of characters that a cell can hold is 32,767, but we never use this maximum capacity of character that a cell can hold. Rather, we normally use the combination of the columns and the rows, and the different data is entered in the workboard or worksheet, and it can be calculated just like in this case multiplication has been done and it has been calculated as 16,700 and something. Let's move on to the operator. What operator can be used while making the calculation in Microsoft Excel? Arithmetic operator. comparison operator and the reference operator. These two operators, that the comparison and the reference operator, can be discussed in the later stage. However, at this moment we are going to discuss the arithmetic operator, which includes the plus, addition, subtraction, multiplication, which is represented by asterisk, division, which is represented by forward slash, percentage, and raised to the power like power 2, power 3, and so on. Whenever we use the formula in Excel, we need to use the equal to sign before we can apply mathematical calculation or arithmetic operator, just like in this case equal to 3 plus 3, which could be equal to the 6, and for subtraction equal to 3 minus 1, which could be equal to the 2, and for multiplication equal to 3 asterisk 3, which is equivalent to the 9. For division, 3 slash 3 is equal to 1, and for percentage like 3% 20, which could be equivalent to 0.6. However, raised to the power is used, caret sign is used as a raised to the power. In this case is 3 raised to the power 3 is equal to 27. That means 3 is multiplied by 3 times. Now let's move on to a simple example to just narrate our operator. So say the algebra score 60, trigonometry score 75, and arithmetic score is 55. So we need to make the total of all this score in this cell by putting equal to and then making applying the plus operator on these cells. This is equal to 190. Let's suppose we are going to calculate the percentage from among the total 190. How much percent algebra is has been obtained. So 60 divided by 190 is equal to, we can get some fraction, but it can be converted into the percentage. In the same way, we can convert the trigonometry 75 divided by 195 equal to some fraction, can be converted into the percentage as 39%, and 55 divided by 190 is equal to some fraction, which can also be converted into the percentage. Whatever data is typed in a cell, that can be seen in a formula bar. In this case, we have type alphabet as algebra. This algebra is being seen, can be seen in the formula bar. On the other hand, when we type 60 as the text, that can be seen in the formula bar, and some operator can be applied on 3 different cells, and those are cells G3, G2, G4 has been added up using the plus operator, which is equivalent to 190. So contents of these 3 cells has been added up. On the other hand, the content of G2 is divided by the content of cell G6, which is equal to 32%. And if we change the formation of 32% as general, we can see that it is equal to 0.31 something. And in the same way, if we change the division of 75 by 190 and division of 190, and by making the total to the column H6, it will be equal to 1 as a sum of these 3 fractional figures. And if we convert again to the percentage, we can see that that is total of 100. Mathematical operators are normally applied to the content of the cell. In our case, G2, G3, G4 cells are being added up, and the result is being generated at the cell G6. Let's suppose that we change the value of cell G2 from the value 60 to 70, then the result will become 200 as a sum. That means the corresponding cell impact the change in the values. Let's move on to the cell G3 and change it from 75 to 80. Total will change at 205, and from 60, by changing 60, the total will become 210. So in this way we have seen that by changing the value of the cell, the corresponding cell, the corresponding total of a cell is changed as well. Let's change the cell G2 back to the 60, then we can see that the 210 will become 200, and the percentage will be changed from 33 to 30%. So that the cell G2, by changing the value of the cell G2, we have seen that the total given in G6 has been changed as well. So in this way it has been confirmed that whatever the formula that we provide in the formula bar, that is the ultimate calculation for that arithmetic operators.